Y'all, today I'm cooking a jambalaya. My son has asked me to cook a jambalaya for his gender reveal party, so congratulations to my son. They're having a baby. But we're going to be doing a step-by-step guide for anybody that's never done this before. I've got a 5-gallon pot, which is where most people are going to start out with. It's 5 gallons. And I'm going to tell you right now what I use for a 5-gallon jambalaya. You're going to need 6 pounds of long grain rice. Now, a lot of folks will use parboiled rice. I prefer to use the long grain. It's just a little bit trickier to cook, but I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to want 7.5 quarts of chicken stock. Now, I've got these containers here of the Creole season, which is going to be onions, celery, and bell pepper. And I've got 4 of these. And right here is the main ingredient. Now, I got this stuff from Veron's in Lutcher, Louisiana. They'll chop it. They'll do everything for you. They'll bag it. I got 5 pounds of smoked sausage. I got 5 pounds of boneless, skinless thighs, and 5 pounds of chopped pork. All right. So we're going to get this pot lit, and we're going to get it started. So what I like to do to start, get the pot started, is I'm going to put some bacon grease. It comes in a tub, or you could just simply fry a pound of bacon, which normally I do, but today I'm trying this stuff out. And I'm gonna use about half of this container. So we'll let that get started. What that'll do is that'll give our meat someplace to start cooking. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add pork to this bacon grease. Gonna break it up. Turn that fire down a bit. So what I'm going with here is some Louisiana hot sauce. We got some Worcestershire sauce. We're gonna put a little garlic powder in there. And we're gonna put a little bit of Tony's in there. Now, when you're browning your meat in a jambalaya, you want to let the gratin stick on the bottom of the pan. So as your meat fries and gets stuck to the bottom, you don't want to stir that up yet. You just kind of want to stir the top and get everything good and brown. Notice you don't hear me scraping the bottom of that pot. Turn that down a little more. Now, browning your meat is going to be the most labor-intensive part of this. You really want to stay on top of stirring everything. When that's done, I'll get back with you. All right, this has been going about 10 minutes now. Let's take a look. And we're getting a nice little color to it. But we're going to want to let it get good and brown. Once again, I'm not scraping the bottom of the pan. We want to let that gratin stick in there real good. I'm going to leave the cover off for a bit. Keep cooking it till it's good and brown. So as you're cooking this, you're going to notice there's a lot of water that comes out of that meat at first. So you really want to let that water cook down. And then you'll see it's going to really start to brown. It's going to really turn a good, pretty color. So this has probably got another 5 or 10 minutes on it. And what we're going to do then, we're going to pull it out. You can do it either way. You can keep adding meat to it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the pork out. I'm going to add the chicken, brown the chicken down, pull it out. You'll see. So we'll give this a few more minutes to get good and brown. But that water's come out of there very nicely. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cover it. So as I got this started, I realized that this is not the pork, this is the chicken, but it doesn't matter, we're doing the same process. But this is getting to be right where I want it, so we're gonna pull it out. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty right there, boys. Now you see all that stuff left at the bottom of the pot? That's what's gonna give you the color of your jambalaya later on. Thank you, Brad. Now we're gonna put the pork in. Like I said, it doesn't matter which order you do it in, especially if you're pulling it out like I am. Now, if you were cooking it all together, you want to do the pork first, and I messed that one up. But it's going to be the same process. We're going to break it up. We're going to put some Louisiana hot sauce in it. Worcestershire, whatever. Some garlic powder. And some Tonys. We're going to follow the same process. We don't want to stir the bottom of that pot yet. All right, we're going to let that cook down. This has been going close to 15 minutes now. Let's take a look, see. All right, I'm going to leave that lid off. We're going to let this liquid cook out of here. But it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's looking pretty. Looking pretty. Oh, we're looking good. We're looking good. This is just about done. The liquid's just about out of there. See it getting good and brown. See the bottom of that pan? Pot's getting good and brown too. Oh yeah, this jambalaya is gonna be a pretty color for sure. For sure. So we're gonna cover it up, give it maybe another 5 minutes, and then we'll swap it out for the sausage. All right, this stuff's good and brown now. We can go ahead and take it out, swap it out for some sausage. Now earlier when I said when you take out the meat, it doesn't matter which order you do it in, but if you were leaving it all together, it really does, because if you cook that chicken first and leave it in there cooking the whole time, the chicken will fall apart and pretty much disappear. So that's why you wouldn't want to put your chicken in first. But like I said, doing it this way is not gonna matter. Thank you, sir. Now we'll get our remaining meat or sausage. Put our sausage in there. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll add our seasoning, our Louisiana. Our Worcestershire. Our garlic powder. And we'll add a dash of Tonys. Now the sausage is not going to take us a long time to cook. You don't want to get it too brown, but we'll give it a few minutes. All righty. Grandbaby, don't pull up. This is gonna be loud. All right, let's check it out. All right, we got our sausage sizzling pretty good. Just a few more minutes with it. And we'll go ahead and add all the meat back in. I think our sausage is done enough. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna add all the meat in. And now we're gonna start adding, excuse me, we're gonna start adding our seasoning mix. I could probably get away with 3 of these, but I'm putting 4 because I've never heard of too much onion. Ever. Remember that, never too much onion. Recipe calls for 1 chopped onion, you put 3. That's just the way it goes. And also, this is when you're gonna start scraping the bottom of that pan. This is when you're gonna start getting the color in your jambalaya. Now I'm also adding a bag of this fresh garlic. Chopped garlic. Could have done it myself. Too lazy. But the fresh, I'll tell you, is gonna have a way better kick than if you buy those little jars of the garlic with in the oil. The fresh has got a way better kick. All right, so now we can start scraping the bottom of that pan and turning it over. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna let it cook down till those onions get pretty clear. And this is gonna get real pretty real quick. In fact, we would just say we could eat this without the rice and the stock. This is gonna be good just like this. Did you say you put that on, Brad? Put that on some French bread?
Put that on bread right there. Oh, square bread.
Now we're gonna cover it up for a little while to let it cook down, but then we're gonna wanna cook all the liquid out of it. So at that point, we're gonna remove the lid again. Let's take a look and see how good this looks. Oh yeah, oh yeah, we cooking them onions down. You see that brown is getting brown? That's gonna be the color of our rice, man. It's gonna be pretty.
I wonder if you can smell that through the camera.
Cool, hope so. That smells good. Well, that's good looking, huh? Man, we ain't gonna throw that in the long grass. All right, let's let it keep rolling. Let's take a look, see what we got. Oh, yeah. Getting pretty close to where I want it. Getting close. A few more minutes and we'll be able to add our stock to it. And we'll add our seasoning. All right, it should be about time to put our stock in here. Oh yeah, we can add some stock. Now we got We got 6 pounds of rice. We're going to use 7.5 quarts of stock. Now, when we season this, we're going to want this a little salty to the taste. The rice is going to suck up a lot of that. So you want to season this a little more than you typically would like to taste it. And that is 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. That's pretty close. We'll go with that. Now we're going to give that a good mix. Now we're gonna put the same seasoning we've been using. It works. It sounds simple, but it works. Louisiana. Worcestershire. We're gonna hit it pretty good with this Tony's. And some garlic powder. Then we're gonna give it a stir and we're gonna taste it. Tell me what you think, Lance.
Look good. Look real good.
Get a little taste. See what you think. Taste.
You have to stick your finger in it.
Gotta
stick your finger in it.
Gotta stick your
to make
finger in
sure the ingredients blend just right.
Go ahead, give me give me a taste test. What you think? Little more Tony's?
More Tony's.
Little more Tony's. That's gonna work. That's gonna work, I believe. All right, we're gonna let this get up to a rolling boil. We got a hard boil going, which is what we want. We're gonna put our rice in. Now with this long grain rice, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in, we're gonna stir it up, and you wanna wait for the rice to pop. It's gonna get big. You'll see it get physically bigger. And that's when we can lower it down and set it to a simmer. So you see them long grain rice, the actual grains are real tiny. You're gonna see them get bigger once it starts to boil again. You'll see the individual grains get bigger and it'll physically take up more room in the pot. Let's let it get a little ball going. All right, if you look close, you can see now the grains of rice have gotten bigger. Don't put that camera too close, it's gonna fog the lens up. So right there, I would consider that rice popped. It's physically taking up more room in the pot. Now we can cover it and simmer it. And when we cover it, we're gonna cover it for 25 minutes and we are not gonna lift the lid. You want that fire as low as you can get it without it blowing out. And we will set a timer for 25 minutes.
Any donations to help him get a new burner so he don't have to do yoga would be appreciated.
Fair enough. All right, so literally we're gonna let it sit here for 25 minutes. I'm gonna check the fire periodically to make sure it hadn't blown out, and we'll check it out 25 minutes from now. You can come look if you want.
You can make a special appearance. They love you on the camera. Yeah. Oh yeah.
We've been cooking now for 24 minutes, about to make 25. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna open it up. Now, one thing you gotta do, when you open your pot, you do wanna flip your jambalaya, but you don't wanna drag the bottom because now there's gonna be burnt rice on the bottom, and you don't wanna distribute that rice through your jambalaya. So you're gonna flip it without touching the bottom. Let's check it out. And that right there is a beautiful jambalaya.
The rice is crunchy.
Cook one crunchy jambalaya. It's the ring from the stock. Like I said, be very careful not to scrape the bottom. Get all that rice turned up. Get that sausage down in there. Elena, you think that jambalaya is gonna be good?
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows. Folks, that's how you cook a jambalaya. This is perfect. The rice has come out perfect. It's gonna taste great. Follow these instructions. You can't go wrong. Guys, please like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm shooting for 50,000 subscribers. And until next time, I'll see y'all on Everyday Man. Boy, that's gonna be good.
Bye everybody.
Bye, everybody.